Okay, for those of you that are just joining me, I'm sorry I just hit the record button. And that is to make this available. Just so you know, um, I am, this is viewers' choice night. So the viewers got to pick the colors, and they already chose orange, purple, red, royal blue, and yellow. And they also chose that we would use a brayer for our background. We started off with the brayer with the purple, put a little bit on your paper, run your brayer over it. Then we added orange, spritz of water, and ran our brayer over it again. Now I'm going to show that process with the yellow. So you'll get to see that. Now I am going to dry a little. Oh, okay. Thank you, ladies. All right. So now I'm going to add a little bit of yellow. I pride myself on doing well with various colors no matter what you give me. We'll see if this turns out to be a cute page or a crazy page. Same thing, a little bit of yellow, a little bit of water, spread. Might have got a little crazy with the yellow. Nope, not too crazy. And I didn't, if you notice, I'm kind of staying on this side, except right there across the top and slightly across the bottom. You can always just put it where you want it to go. That's right, because the prompt tonight is experiment. Yay! Alright, so that's my background. I'm sticking with it. So what are we doing next? Are we using, what shapes will we use? Circles, squares, rectangles, zigzags. You all tell me what shape you want to see, and we're going to add it. Because tonight is your night. So this page is sort of what you guys say. So whatever goes. So we're going to call this Embrace Your Heart. Art. Hearts. All right. Hearts it is. Hearts. We got two for circles. We have one for hearts. Two circles, two hearts. We can do hearts and circles. What else? All right. You know what? I wish I had. Okay. I'm just going to paint some hearts. And I use these little styrofoam plates to as like a paint palette. And since they just dry hard, I just start using paint over the top of them again. So I'm going to paint a couple of hearts. I'm going to use purple, and I think I'm going to use red for my hearts. Okay, so Tommy says a circle of hearts, which I kind of think that's a cool idea, but you might need to refresh, Diane. Everybody else still here? Circle of hearts. So I'm thinking of doing a half circle. So how about we do a half circle and place some hearts along the half circle? Okay? And I am going to simply use I'm going to use a black pen and just do a half circle. I think the words that we're going to use tonight are going to be embrace your art, because this is an abstract based on what you guys are telling me to do. So it's just going to be something fun and different, and I think that would be cool. Alright, so we're painting hearts along our half circle. We're painting hearts along our half circle, and we're going to add some circles because you guys said hearts and circles. Alright, I'm sorry, I should move my, during this, I should move my paint brushes. Alright, and you guys know, always dip your paint in water, your paintbrush in water, and just take your paint and start painting hearts. And of course my black ink, I don't know if it's going to show the whole time, but if it does, I'm not going to fret about it. It'll be like stitching through the hearts. I'm painting one right here because I think I'll draw a string and have it hanging. Okay, so we're just painting hearts around our circle. Yeah, that I don't know what it is. It might be your browser. It depends. Like if I'm on my Mac, honestly, it freezes on me all the time. When I'm on my PC on Google Chrome, it doesn't. So it might have something to do with your browser or your bandwidth. And I'm going to go back over my red hearts. I just like to keep it moving and let them dry a little bit, and then I'll add another layer of color which will help to get rid of the black line. I I don't know who's talking. All right, so I see that. All right. All right, so I'm talking and you guys hear me. So I assume so. You can hear me, correct, Tamiko? She just sent me a text saying that I was quiet. I do get a little quiet sometimes when I start painting, but I am trying to talk more. Sorry. I will keep chatting. Blah, 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 blah. Y'all want me to turn up my music? Party over here. Alright, I think this is kind of cute. Just a couple of more falling falling hearts. That's what I'll call them. Alright, give me just a second. I'm getting warm, turning on my fan. Alright, so I'm just gonna paint over my hearts. I just like to have 2 layers of acrylics to give it some nice deep color and to cover up the black line. So I'm gonna go over the purple first. Alright, so we've got hearts and flowers. And we're gonna have to do something else fun. I'm thinking what I'm gonna ask you next. I'm gonna put a heart up here in the corner because I like doing stuff like that. Just doing something a little different. And I'm making it a little bit bigger than the other hearts. All right. And I'm going to go over the red ones. I hope that I can cover up the black line. Nope, it ain't covering it up too good. Just a little. That's better. Guess I just got to kind of pour it on a little thicker. So I think that I'm going to add circles like you guys asked. And I'm going to use a paper towel or toilet paper roll. So if you gotta grab one, now's a good time. Or anything that you can use to make circles. Hey Marion. so you guys said circles. Now we're going to add some circles. Who's with me? You guys adding circles and stuff with me? I'm going to use that blue that you asked for the circles. And I am using my paper towel roll that is a little wonky, so I'm not sure if this is going to be a circle or not. It's going to be something. Something like a circle. And hope that this blue is all good and wonderful. So just take your paper towel roll and just put some paint on the edge here and use it like a stamp. Like that. And do it again and again and again. I do. Hey Donna. Yep, I use paint on my with my stamps. Makes a mess, and if I don't clean it up fast enough, it just means I have a paint stained. Paint stained stamp. Uh-oh. I think I almost stamped my pajamas in blue. Watch out now. I think that's it for the blue. At least for the blue circles. Maybe I'll have more circles. Oh, I'm just making a mess. Alright, looks like I better pull out some baby wipes and do a little cleaning. I'm talking. I'm trying to keep talking. Okay, so I'm going to dry a little bit. And I think that I am going to, we should add something else. I'm just going to keep creating, and then I'm going to put on my little finishing touches that make this page go pop. Alright, should we stamp or use stencils? Stamps or stencils? Stamps or stencils? What do you guys want to see me add? decide, Donna. This is about experimenting. I decided to give you guys a choice tonight. You know, sometimes, most of the time I come with a whole list of what I want to use. It's viewer's choice tonight. Okay, so we're going to go with a stencil, and then we'll see what else we need. I don't know what kind of stencil I'm going to use, but see, so that'll be my choice. You guys say stencil. I'm going to grab a stencil and play with the stencil. That is a word stencil. I kind of like that. Little words. Yep, going with the words. Yep, I'm going to go with words. And I'm going to use mists. All right, so I hope this isn't too messy, because I'm going to do a quick mist of the words in a couple of places on the page. Uh-oh. I love that, and my mist wants to be sticky. So I'm going to turn this over since it's already wet. Put it down, and then rub my paper towels over the top. Kind of messy, but that's okay. And you can take your paper towels and go over the mist just to remove any excess. So you can see some of the words. Down here it's messy, you can't, but you can see it there, which I love. Alright. How about a little corrugated paper? Or if you guys want to throw out something else. Corrugated paper or a stamp. Alright, I think corrugated paper, and the cool thing is we can use one of these colors. Alright, doing a little bit of drying. Alright, so I think I'm calling I told you, like you all said, for me to pick one color, and I picked black, so I'm going to use black. Okay, so if you have corrugated paper, this is really cool. Use it to stamp, okay? Sorry, just trying to get it a little bit more straight. Alright, so I'm going to use corrugated paper. And all you do is paint right over the corrugated paper. These are thin lines. Just spread your paint right on. It's an art journal page, so you do not have to be perfect. And then just stamp where you want this to appear. See how cool that is? Oh, I love it. All right, so I'm going to keep on stamping with this. Just stamp it wherever you want it on your page. And I'm just kind of stamping around wherever. Adding it in quite a few places because I love the look. That one's really dark. Love. I think that's it for the corrugated paper. Loving this. I'm loving how this is looking. Just a fun and funky page. Oh. Alright, so viewer's choice. I was thinking about stamping if I wanted to stamp something else that was just going to be out of the ordinary, like a butterfly. Yay or nay? Or are we good? Thank you. Okay, so I just stamped with a piece of corrugated paper. So you want me to paint a butterfly. I don't know. Do I want to paint a butterfly? I have to think about that. One of my fun, funky butterflies. I did say viewer's choice, right? It's so funny because I don't like chaos. It's you know, I said that. So I was just gonna stamp a butterfly like right here, just a black butterfly. But maybe I should paint a butterfly. I'm picturing it in my head. Yeah, maybe like right here and do the wings. Okay, I could do that. Let you see. I don't even know where the stamp is. Let me see. I don't really have a lot of butterfly stamps. So while I'm running my mouth saying let's stamp a butterfly, I don't think I'm looking, Tamiko. I'm thinking. Okay, so you guys are gonna have to give me a second. I'll try to keep talking because I have to go look. I have to go to my stamp drawer. I've rearranged my room mostly with everything behind me as much as possible, but my stamps haven't made it quite to this side yet. So give me 1 second while I check on the stamp. All right, I'm talking, I'm still here. Oh, yes, I am. Looking. I hope you can hear me yelling from across the room. My husband's probably giggling at me, and of course, I don't see the stamp. Oh, nope, nope. There it is. I found it. So the only butterfly that I really do have is this one. See it? So do I add that stamp? Yay or nay? Or get that stamp out of here, TR. I know. What did Tommy say? Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, Tommy, Donna said, get that stamp out of here. Okay, fine. We're doing a typical TR butterfly tonight. We're gonna paint it and make it pretty. Pretty. How about that? Alright, so I'm gonna get a thinner brush and do the body. And we are going to paint a butterfly. And the butterfly is going right here. And you know, I just do a little sort of curve. That's the butterfly body. And I think we're going to use some blue, since blue is the least color that we've used, and it's our like color, our pop of color. This is going to be a purple and blue butterfly. And then I think we're going to start adding some accents and fun things to make our page pop and come up with a quote or something. I'm thinking embrace your art, or just say experiment, because that's what we're supposed to do. And viewer's choice and experiment in creativity. And I'm just going to use my paintbrush, which is way too wet. take a smaller brush to kind of paint the outline to see how I'm feeling about that. So it's pretty thin, as you can see. And I like pretty big wings. So that will be my wing. I do want to have a brush that's a little bit fatter. So that the painting goes a little bit faster. So I am adding the top wing in blue. And I kind of like that. I'm glad you guys said to try that. Yeah, you are. It's viewer's choice. But you all are good because I will take your suggestions. I love the interaction. I love the challenge of not doing what I would typically do and still making a nice page, you know. It's creativity. It's fun. You know, when you have other people input, it just makes you do something a little different. And that is how you learn and grow. I don't have to ever do it again if I don't want to, right? There's the little body. See, so that's how I do my butterfly. Just a little zigzag, sort of almost like an S. Alright. And then I'm going to use purple. I'm going to add just a little bit more blue to this. And then we're going to use purple for the other wing. Alright, so the second wing is going to be purple. And I'm getting my little brush again. And the paint is a little wet, so it looks a little thin. So I will be adding more color to it. Okay, so that's the bottom wing, and you want to add a couple of layers of color. Alright, so just add a couple of layers of color to give it a nice, deep, rich purple, unless, of course, you don't want that. You don't have to have that deep purple. You can let it be translucent so that you can see everything behind it if that's what you choose. All right. So there, and then what is my word? Is my word just simply embrace, experiment, play? Wow. I'm gonna always remember that, Tommy Joe. But let me just tell you, you have nothing on my friend. That's nothing. So, I have a friend whose dad is from Africa. She has her little sister. Well, her little sister's dad is from Africa, so she has an African name. And I'm not kidding. It's the only one. The other sisters have really long names, but this is the only one I can remember from her childhood. Her name is Abiola Ajike Tanua De Afoki Lee. Alright? Abiola Ajike Tanua De Afoki Lee. Yes, her last name is Lee, as in Lee. Can you explain that, please? Yes, it is. What's another word for experiment? Play. What other words do you guys have for me for experiment? Because I really don't want to use the word experiment, I don't think. I'm ready to start adding some accents. So I've gotten out my pastel pencils. And we're going to play. I'm adding accents. I'm making my lines fun and funky in between. And I said I was gonna do these like they were hanging. So I did a dangle. And then I added a bow inside. So for these few hearts that are hanging, I'm adding a string. So like it's a dangle. And a bow inside. Okay. So, you know, those commercials I know are yucky, but otherwise, it's like $100 a month for this business to be commercial free. And I'm like, nope. All right. That's crazy. So, anyway, just start adding some doodles and some details. All right. So, I'm adding some inside of my butterflies, wings. Just sort of like an outline. And oh my blue is very, very thick, so I think I need to dry that a little more. Yeah, no commercials with the paid version. But like I said, that's $100 a month at the cheapest one is $100 a month. So you might want to outline your hearts, which is what I'm doing. And you know me, I'm quick and free with my outlining. You guys didn't give me a title yet. Experiment, play, have fun, arting. Yes, the Fruit Loops. Thank you. So I just doodled around my hearts. I made a couple of I hung these, and they have the little like bows in the center. And then I will doodle around this one. Fun, fun, fun. Okay. Create. Create is good and simple. Alright, so I'm going to get out my trusty dusty white paint pen and add some little doodads here and there. Because it's what I do. You guys know I love doing that. Especially since the blue is so dark that you can't really see the black on it. So you can add little touches in your hearts. They don't all have to be the same. Love that. And we might add some more white. Alright, you know I had not been doing this in a while. There are a couple of my signature moves that I hadn't done in a while that I am going to do tonight. And that is, I am going to add some black pastels around the edges to add some shading. There's going to be a lot of shading on this page. So just get your pastel or charcoal out and start shading. This is just a wonderful finishing touch that just makes things pop right off your page. I'm going to add some around my circles, but I'm not going to do it around the entire circle. I don't think. We'll see. Yeah, create's going to go right there. I will. Love this. Love this. This is looking good. Adding shading around my circles, and I do think I like going around the entire circle. And you just use your pastels, if you have pastels, and just use your finger to rub it in. Looks beautiful. Thank you. And it's so funny because the white accents absolutely make it pop. And then of course when you add the shading, that makes it pop even more. So go over as many elements as you want with your black pastel. And then I'm just adding a little bit of the shading in between the hearts, but not around each heart. Because I think the shading just makes the hearts pop. Nice. And I guess you can add a little bit. I don't want to get too crazy with it. Around some of the outside hearts. Or a little portion of the heart. Love it. Okay. Then this little section up here needs some shading. Love, 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 love. Love how that's looking. Alright, so you guys remember my little signature white dots? I'm going to add some white dots around. Haven't done that in a while either. And I just pick a couple of spots to throw in some dots. And we'll add a little bit up here. Love that. This turned out to be so cute. So far. And now we just need to get the word create on here. And I think I have some big foam stamps. So I think I'm going to go ahead and use my foam stamp. Another thing that I hardly ever use. So I'm going to grab my foam stamps, which are around here somewhere. Here they are. So I have these foam stamps, and with the foam stamps you have to, I never use the lowercase, so I'm going to use the lowercase today. And with the foam stamps, basically you have to paint them on, or you have to paint on them and then stamp. Okay, so we're going with create. So I am punching out the letters. trying to get the centers out. There we go. Guess we need an R, or else it won't quite say create, huh? I didn't punch out the R. Okay, so C R E A T E. And then an E. Alright. I need my little plate. My plate of paint. I hope you guys are having fun. I love seeing you chatting. Yay! I'm a happy girl. I'm a happy girl. Alright, so you paint on your stamps, foam stamp, and then you stamp. And you try to take it easy. There. And then I have a baby wipe handy, and I always just kind of wipe it off on the baby wipe real quick. C R. Yes. E. You gotta be careful. Hold on tight. Be using that E again. A. That A is a little funky, but that's okay. You know how I am when it comes to art journaling. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just create and have fun and love it. And you're all good. And then an E. Alright, on our last letter. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. A little bit of drying and I am done. Done and done. Now, of course, I always sign my pages, so I'm going to sign. And it is finito. Woohoo! Yay! Yay! That was fun. There it is, my lovelies. I really liked letting you guys choose the colors and stuff. That was pretty creative. We might have to do that again. Maybe we need to have a viewer's choice every so often, like once a month or some such thing. Right? I have no, Diane, create art. Okay, instead of just create, something about create art. I don't know what that means. You have to write that all over again. So, so you guys think we should do a viewer's choice like once a month? You guys like that idea? I love how it turned out. Love, love, love. All right, so I'm going to flip my camera up so you guys can see my beautiful, beautiful face. Don't look at the mess. Don't look at the mess. I told you it'll blind you. So anyway, that was great. I had a great time. I hope you did too. I just wrote create. Before I go, we go. Are there any questions that you have that I can answer? Anything you need to know? Of course, this will be on my blog tomorrow at www.tiaresmith.com. I will get a nice picture of this up. I do post it. I'm going to take a picture now and post it. But tomorrow at some point I will, when the sun comes up, take another picture and change out the photo. Excuse me. So that's it. Any questions? Good, good. So you guys like this better? I know me looking at it looks like it's much clearer. I love the chat feature much better. So this is cool, and if the record and everything works and I am able to share it on YouTube, that's going to make it even better. So I love it. Of course, my mom is calling now. She always calls me on Wednesday. I tell her every week that I am doing this and that I'm not going to answer the phone, and she calls every week. She's a mess. Cool, cool, good, good. I'm glad you guys are liking it. All right, well then we are good. I had a blast. This was fun. I love the page. I love the colors. It's amazing. Love it. Love that you guys wanted the butterfly. Love that you like my butterflies. Oh, love, love, love. All right, well that's it, ladies. I don't see that there are any questions. Okay, so once I hit stop, I gotta hit save. Okay. I'm gonna try to remember that. Alright, so I will. Hey Tina, you gotta log in to chat. I'm sorry, I should have probably said that several times. I will remember next time. Anyway, alright, I'm out. It was great. I loved it. I love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for joining me. I had a great time, and I look forward to next week. Muchas, muchas, babies. See you next week. Bye. You are welcome. Good night. All right. Bye. I will. I'm calling her as soon as I get off. All right. I'm gone. See ya.